So here we are in the chicken yard. I have some bad news. This morning when I went to check on, when I went to open up the coop, I noticed that this one chicken here was in the nest box and she didn't want to come out. I thought, is she dead? I poked her and she lifted up her head, but she looked very sleepy, which is of course very unusual. So I left her alone, and I kind of figured this is what was going to happen. I came back, this is now the afternoon, it's about 4 o'clock, and sure enough she's stiff and she's dead. So these are the things that you have to deal with when you choose to have chickens or any other kind of animals. Any kind of animals, obviously. Anyway, so now I have to figure out where to bury her because, you know, obviously I'm not going to eat this chicken. She died. She probably has a disease, or she's a very old chicken, so she could have died from anything, but she probably just died from old age. We've been kind of watching her all summer, and it was kind of surprising actually, because I think the last couple days, you know, she didn't appear to have any kind of unusual behavior that would lead me to think that she's gonna wake up dead one day. But anyway, here she is. So she's dead, and now I have to figure out where to bury her. I'd like to bury her someplace where I'm gonna plant, you know, vegetables or a tree. I don't know. Maybe I'll bury her planter. Maybe I'll bury her underneath this apple tree. I don't want to do that because whenever you dig soil, chickens want to scrape it up and make a bigger hole. So I don't know. I might put it over here on my neighbor's side, where obviously they won't have any access to this side. So anyway, I better get this done soon because it's Wednesday and the day before Thanksgiving, and I have a whole slew of things I want to make. I still want to cook up my collard greens. I gotta make a couple pies, and I want to make some cornbread. And I kind of started a lot of those things, but you know, I gotta put the stuff together, and I still have, my husband is gonna bring home a ham and we're gonna bake it. So I don't know if I'm gonna bake it tomorrow. I think I'm gonna bake it in the morning first thing. Anyway, I have too many things to do, and a dead chicken is the last thing I need to deal with right now, but alas, here we are. You know, another thing about having to deal with animals is that they're not gonna be convenient. So anyway, here we go. Here's the hole. And yes, it is kind of shallow, but I'm just going to take the just going to put her in there. And then when I finish filling up the hole, I'm going to cover it with bricks and rocks. And then I'm probably going to put that on top as well. That old barbecue pit lid to keep the chickens from getting involved. And anyway, unfortunately I don't have my tripod so I can show you the process. It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna put the dirt back in and cover. She's already trying to figure out how to get herself involved. So I'm gonna try and get these bricks on here as quickly as possible. So poor Henrietta is in good company because last spring I buried my cat in this little space here. So not Henrietta, I'm sorry. This is Mahogany. Between Mahogany and my kitty cat Freedom, they shall nourish this tree. And hopefully we'll get some decent apples, and their lives will have served a purpose beyond their life. So, goodbye, my little Mahogany. You served us well. Gave us lots of good eggs and entertainment. And your chicken pals may or may not miss you, but we sure will.